These simple yarn hearts have the look of macrame, but there's no special skills needed to make them. They make great decorations for around the house, or you can hang them from a rear view mirror or on a backpack. You can also make them in many different sizes and colors. So let's get started. For this project, you will need 2 pipe cleaners in matching yarn, fingernail clippers, and scissors. Start by twisting the 2 pipe cleaners together. This will give your frame extra strength. Bend the twisted pipe cleaner into a loop the size that you want your heart to be. Wrap one end around the other side of the pipe cleaner to close off the loop and form the bottom of the heart. Make sure that it's securely fastened. Bend down the middle of the loop to form a heart shape. Round out the sides and make sure that the shape is even on both sides. Cut off the extra pipe cleaner with the fingernail clippers. Cut a bunch of pieces of yarn about 5 inches long each. The number of pieces will depend on the size of your heart and the width of your yarn. I've got thick yarn here, but you can use regular yarn as well. Fold one piece of yarn in half and send the ends underneath the heart frame. Bring the ends up through the loop and pull the knot snug against the heart frame. Don't worry that the ends aren't even. You'll be trimming this. Keep going until the entire heart is covered with the yarn knots. Once the heart is completely full with the knots, it's time for a trim. So start longer rather than shorter. So I like to go maybe about a 1/2 inch longer than I want my finished heart to be, and just make sure that you trim it evenly all the way around. Now go around one more time and just trim it to exactly the size you want the yarn to be, and make sure everything's even. Take your time and trim carefully on this round. This next step is optional. What I like to do is go through, especially when I'm using the larger yarn, and separate the strands so that it gives it a fuzzier look. The last step is to cut a long piece of yarn, the same yarn you've been using, and separate the knots right at the point of the heart, and then knot this yarn the same way you did all of the smaller pieces. Make sure that it's centered. And you're finished. Please subscribe to my channel so I can keep bringing you new videos every week.